Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Breaking news, they said it on repeat. Same anchor, same desk, same script, no missing beat. The ticker at the bottom running left to right. Somebody press play on a pre-recorded fight. They said the region shaking, rockets in the air. The studio smells like coffee, nobody's actually there. A correspondent live in front of a green wall, saying sources close to nothing every time they call. The editor-in-chief just got a private call. He pressed mute on the live feed, then put it on the wall. Make it look dramatic, zoom in on the smoke. Add a string quartet, somebody dropped a joke. Monday it's a crisis, Tuesday it's a war, Wednesday it's a ceasefire, Thursday back to more, Friday there's a summit somewhere nobody knows, Saturday the cameras move where the money flows. The general came on, medals on his chest, said we had no choice while adjusting his vest. He said this is measured proportional and clean, then they cut to the footage of what that really means. I'm not saying nothing, I'm just watching the feed, noticing the timing of who said what and when they agreed. Every press release lands right at the market bell. Somebody's got numbers on every bomb that fell. All hell breaks loose, at least that's what they say. The camera showed up first, before the light of day. Somebody wrote the headline before the smoke was gone. The war broke out on schedule when the disc played on. All hell breaks loose. The region's burning bright, but the studio AC is cool and the ratings are right. I'm watching from a distance with a critical eye. All hell breaks loose, and nobody's asking why. One side says aggression, other side says defense. Every word they're using costs about 100 cents. The diplomat was smiling at the airport gate. Somebody had a meeting 3 weeks before the date. The arms deal paperwork at 17 pages long. It got signed in a hotel lobby, nothing went wrong. The contractor is building and the contractor is paid. Nobody talks about the profit margin that was made. The influencer posted with the flag on his chest, said pray for the region, got the engagement he blessed. The algorithm loved it, pushed it to the top. Meanwhile the actual story never seems to stop. History repeat, but nobody reads the book. Everybody's watching, but nobody's gonna look. The patterns right there, sitting in the archive room. 3 decades and coordinates, same kind of boom. This is the part of the disc where the beat slows down, where the narrator steps out and looks around the town, where everyone's an expert but the facts are thin, and the loudest voice is always the one that's paid to win. I dropped this disc so somebody could rewind the tape, not to start the fire but to map the escape, not to tell you what to think but to make you pause and ask who benefits every time somebody draws. The people on the ground aren't asking for a show, they're asking for a reason and a safe place to go. But the show must go on and the credits won't list every name that disappeared in the morning mist. All hell breaks loose, they confirmed it at 9. By 10 there's a panel and by 11 a sign. By midnight there's a documentary in post. Somebody's cashing in from coast to coast. All hell breaks loose, the disc is still spinning. The story has no ending cause it has no beginning. I'm not taking sides cause both sides got a script, but I'm pressing record every time the mic gets flipped. All hell breaks loose, that's the name of the game. Same region, different decade, but the template's the same. I'm just the animation, I'm just a cartoon voice, but even Lego characters sometimes make a choice. The camera pointed at the crater in the road, but nobody asked the family where they're supposed to go. The correspondent filed the piece and caught a flight at 4. The family's still there, they don't have a flight to board. A kid drew a picture, posted it online. 700,000 likes, then it fell behind. Replaced by a celebrity who changed their profile ring. Solidarity that lasts approximately till the spring. Nobody brought tents, nobody brought clean water. Nobody brought a surgeon for the aftermath quarter. But everybody brought an opinion neatly typed in a profile frame that said the situation's hyped. The politicians stood and said we stand with you, then voted for the budget line that funded what went through, not naming anybody. You can search the record, every yes and no is in the archive if you look hard. The analyst came on with a map behind his head. He drew a circle, moved a pin, and said what he'd said last Tuesday and the Tuesday before that year. The same prediction, different graphics, same career. The think tank published 30 pages, 12 footnotes deep. Conclusion is complicated, go back to sleep. Funded by a foundation nobody ever named. The research was impartial and the outcome was the same. The podcast did a 2-part special, really broke it down. Told you what you already felt, confirmed it with a frown. 14 sponsors, 8 of them are in the industry, but the host disclosed it once in a voice you couldn't see. The op-ed said the region's never been more fragile. The op-ed said the same thing back in 2000 in April. I searched the archive, 40 years of fragile status. Somebody must be selling fragile as a business apparatus. Hell breaks loose, the experts all agree. They disagree on everything but not the expert fee. The cameras keep rolling past the parts you shouldn't see. All hell breaks loose and the display's on it. All hell breaks loose, somebody change the map. The borders on the broadcast don't match the overlap. I'm not the one to tell you what is right or wrong, but I'm the one who noticed things don't add up in the song. There's a war on the timeline, different from the ground. One has actual consequences, one has a rebound. The timeline war is fought with screenshots and with claims. Every post a weapon in the algorithm aims. Somebody made a graphic red and white and black, wrong coordinates labeled, nobody checking that it got shared 100,000 times by noon. Now it's in a textbook somewhere coming very soon. The bot accounts were activated right on cue. Some of them were old ones, some of them were new. You could tell by the account date and the follower spread, but the content hit so hard that nobody stopped to read. The comment section underneath the war footage post was 30% grief and 70% roast. Somebody made a meme, it got more traction than the news. Somebody made a counter meme and picked the other views. That's the battlefield, nobody's put it on the map. 200 billion people fighting in a comment trap, while the actual story keeps developing below. Somebody won a news cycle, nobody watched on the ground though. I'm just a Lego figure in a blender-ended world, watching all the pixels of the story get unfurled. I don't have a bunker and I don't have a tank. I've got a storyline, a studio, and something to thank. I'm thankful for the record because records don't forget the things a live broadcast decided not to set. I'm thankful for the archive, for the document, the date, the things that contradict the version told by those who narrate. This was made for people who were tired of the spin, who watched the same fire relabeled and re-explained again, who knew that someone somewhere had a reason for the flame, and watched them hand the microphone to someone else to claim. So when they break the news and say all hell has come, check who's doing the breaking and where the money's from. Check the date, the time, and who was in the room, and then decide yourself a story to consume. All hell breaks loose. The disc was always playing behind the breaking banner and whatever they were saying, behind the Esper panel and the map that never ends, behind the satellite image and the diplomatic friends. All hell breaks loose, but hell as an address is not just on the ground, it lives inside the press, inside the algorithm and the budget and the wire. Somebody keeps the kindle and somebody lights the fire. This is Iran Lego Animation signing off the track. We told the story sideways so you see the front and back. The cartoons over real life starts right after this. All hell breaks loose, but now you know what hell is.